everybody, it's Sue and Sal. It's the end of July and we have finally gotten some rain. We got some pretty good storms last night and last week we got some rain, so I think that most of the plants are really loving it. Well, we're just gonna go take a look around.
Alright, so we had mentioned a couple weeks ago that our garlic was getting close to being ready to harvest, and now we can see that the leaves, the lower leaves have died back, so we're going to start harvesting our garlic. And also our garlic seeds here, they're starting to get dry and even to the point where they can fall off the plant. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut off the top of this garlic plant here. We're going to separate all the seeds out and lay them out somewhere flat in a place where they can dry. And with the rest of our garlic, one technique is we can just pull them out of the ground. So this is our first garlic that we've got for this year. It's a pretty nice size. And we're just going to go ahead and get the rest of them. And with garlic, with onions, potatoes, things like that, if you are ready to eat them right away, absolutely, you can eat them whenever they look good enough to eat. However, if you're interested in storing your vegetables, maybe you did quite a few garlics like we did and you want to eat them over the next couple of months, you're going to want to do something to preserve them first. So we're going to go through this process called curing our garlic. And that's where we're going to put it somewhere cool, dry, dark, and just let it really get dried out before we go and put it in the pantry or the kitchen. We just want to make sure that enough moisture has come out of this plant that it's going to last for a while in storage. And I want to make sure to get any dirt off. The soil's pretty moist right now, so we're going to knock all the dirt that we can off of this before we go and put it in our curing location. And then once it's dried out, we'll actually cut the roots off and just clean it up a little bit before we go and put it in the kitchen. So our onions here are looking beautiful and they are nice and green still, so they are definitely not dried out. They're not going to be good storage onions, but if we wanted to, we could definitely take a couple of these and just eat them right now. If you do want to store your onions, if you have a couple that you want to store, one of the things that you can look for to let you know when they're ready to harvest is if the tops have fallen over and are starting to dry out. And if you're ready to get your onions in storage, you can speed up this process by just gently knocking over the tops and just kind of setting them down on the ground, and then that's going to signal to the onion, it's done for the season. It's going to start pulling back those nutrients into the bulb, and the tops are going to dry out.
So Sal was just talking about curing your garlic and onions if you want to store them. There's a similar process that you have to go through if you want to save any of your seeds. So first of all, you want them to be ready to actually harvest. If we take a look at these carrot seeds, most of these are not quite ready yet. They haven't fully matured and they haven't started drying. So we're going to just leave these on the plant. We do have a few here that I've put aside that actually are fully matured. You can see they're brown. So these actually have fully developed seed in them. And if you want to save seed, you have to do a similar process, which is separate them out and put them in a nice dark and dry location so that they can dry out a little bit. As you recall, seeds, in order to sprout and grow, they want sunlight, they want heat, they want moisture. So you want to really think about the opposite of those things so that you can get the seeds to dry out and then to store for next year. So Sal and I both have some setups at our own farms that we're going to just walk you through so you can see what it would look like, and maybe if you are going to be storing any vegetables like garlic and onions, or if you are going to try and save any seed, you might want to be thinking about a place that you have that might meet these requirements.
So my setup is a small storage room in my house that you can see is also my seed storage, or my seed starting room. That's what the lights are there for. And so it's dark, it's cool, it's in the basement, and I can just lay out my, I've got garlic curing in there right now, so I can just lay out anything that I want in there. You can see I've also got a dehumidifier in the room, and that is just helping to pull extra moisture out of the air as all of these plants are drying out. So there's some more garlic next to that, and I'm going to use this room for the next couple of months as I cure all of my produce and my seeds that I'm going to be saving.
So this is the setup at Hungry Turtle Farm. It's a lot like Sal's, it's bigger because seed saving is a large part of what we do here, but it's the same basic elements. So it's really nice to have some shelving that you can lay things out on. And then we also, like Sal, we have a dehumidifier running. I also have some fans because sometimes it's nice to get a little more air circulation.
Well, thanks for joining us this week. We hope everybody's gardens are growing well and hopefully got a little bit of rain last night. As always, you can subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified when new movies come up. Otherwise, you can donate to help support programming like this, available for free, by visiting the Farm Table Foundation website and click the donate button on top of the page. And next week, we are going to be taking the week off to rest and relax a little bit, hopefully. So we'll